Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I gotta cut that out. All right. Hey, hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks Show. I know this is weird. This is a weird setup. I am driving off to another business show, and past few days been pretty nuts in my business life. That's why I wasn't able to make videos at night. Because I'm cruising around here in Hawaii and getting ready to go to the Blaisdell Center. So, gotta do what I gotta do. But I just wanted to talk about a few things that we'll probably not be able to update tonight. It's gonna be a breakdown tonight, and so I'm gonna be going home late again. But I promise I'll be back to regularly scheduled videos by Friday. And, I have a cough drop in my mouth. I'm still getting over this cold. So it's a little bit about that. But man, quite a bit of interesting stuff came out of DCA State of Universe. I got to admit. For one, I didn't get to cover yesterday the whole Shazam official look. Finally, I mean, they should have started off with that. So, it gets out of those costume criticisms out of the way. The first thing we should all see is the official one, but they finally did it. They finally got it. Looks awesome. Looks great. The colors are there, but it's gonna be a lighthearted film. But looking at his friend there, just like in the comics, where he has a little crutch, and I think that will add a little bit of human emotion in the story. And I don't see it being talked about enough, how that, in contrast to Billy, who can turn into a superhero, and, maybe he'll carry him off and help him travel places and stuff like that. And so that's cool. I think there's going to be some emotional elements to the story. David F. Sandberg's first comic book movie, first comedy movie, first light-hearted movie. He's been doing horror films. I've been following him since he's doing horror short films, which were great. Gives me nightmares. I know his famous one is Lights Out, but there's a ton. If you go to his YouTube page, he started off YouTube. I don't know if he started off before YouTube, but I started knowing him from YouTube, and he'd film his wife. All his stuff is like scary, really quick, short snippet of films. They're very effective. She probably doesn't say like too much or not even a thing in those little short films, but I'm really curious to see what he can do in a superhero film, and it looks fantastic. I mean, the suit looks way better than the behind the scenes set, especially with everything lit like that. I'm wondering if Clay Enos did that. I don't think so. I think maybe Clay Enos did do those shoes. I mean, they kind of use them for a lot of things. And since that's over, he's able to do, Wonder Woman 1984. So I want to see those stuff. I mean, I can't wait. I think it's been confirmed by the cinematographer that there's a trailer coming for San Diego Comic-Con. So yeah, something really a lot to look forward to besides Aquaman trailer, Shazam trailer. Now we need some kind of confirmation for Wonder Woman 1984. By the way, in Wonder Woman 1984, they had a scene. I looked at it. Was it a clip? Yeah, it was a clip. So it was Kristen Wiig shooting up, jumping, doing some cat-like moves. Like she's like snarling at the camera, and that's pretty cool. Finally get to see a little bit of Cheetah. It looks like she just got the cheetah powers probably, but she's not in the suit and costume yet or even turned into a cheetah. So I'm very interested to see that's part of the transformation. If there is a transformation, a scene like that, and my camera is just moving all over the place, but I want to see. That would be kind of cool to have some kind of transformation, like actual special, physical effects, not just CG. Unless that's filmed and then they'll composite her look later on. That could happen too. You know, with Hollywood nowadays, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. But at least we got to see a little bit of her in action, and looks like they're going really feline, like Catwoman type. She's gonna have a tail, you know. But I think that's when the San Diego Comic-Con we're gonna actually see Cheetah. I think that's one of the biggest reveals they're gonna do, is show Cheetah in all her glory. And then you know, for people who are kind of pessimistic or not very into what's going on with Kristen Wiig, I think we're gonna see something really good, and they're gonna say, oh wow, that was pretty good, never mind what I said about Kristen Wiig being Cheetah, because she can do some dramatic roles too, not just comedic roles. So I think it's something special. I think it was said that they wanted this Wonder Woman 1984 to have that Linda Carter kind of feel. So that's interesting. That's really different from the first Wonder Woman movie. But yeah, let's see what's coming. You know, we can't really say how the feel and tone and everything is going to be until we actually see a trailer or a teaser of some sort. And I think there might have had enough time to, you know, refine the special effects and edit the material enough for like a minute, maybe a minute and a half or a 2-minute teaser trailer, teaser most likely, just as like a really quick look. Hopefully we get to see that, because I'm not going to be at holidays, obviously. But hopefully that will be released out along with the Aquaman. I'm sure the Aquaman trailer is going to be a worldwide release. I know that. Shazam possibly too, but you know, Wonder Woman is like the Aquaman from last year. They only showed the Aquaman footage to the audience in Hall H and not to the public. So hopefully, I don't know if Wonder Woman's going to do the same thing, but don't be surprised if it's only for Hall H. They just want to give Hall H people a thank you for waiting in line, you know, all day and all night to get into this room. So, you know, they might, you know, should be rewarded with some kind of exclusive, right? Don't you think? And I'm fine with that. But as maybe we'll hear details and maybe an official picture of Cheetah will be quite cool and quite something. And I know it's Joaquin Phoenix. I talked about the Joker a little bit. I don't have the quote here. I read through it this morning real quickly before I went on the road. So it really does. I think the reason why he signed up, because the movie wasn't a comic book. To him, the script didn't feel like a superhero comic book movie. It's not a superhero movie. It goes deep into a character study, which he likes to do in a lot of his films, character studies, and an independent film like. So I think that's why he signed on. And I'm really interested to see what that. Imagine a movie, an independent movie like that, but with Joaquin Phoenix, and having him involved in it. A Joker, a comic book hero movie. It's not even a hero movie. It's a villain story of how a villain became to be. A little more in depth into the Joker, a side of him we've never seen before. I'm really interested in that. Like, even though it's a comic book hero movies, I'm sure there's so many different genres they could tap. They've gone through horror. They can go through, you know, of course, comedy and stuff, and action, and the big blockbuster feel to it, the crowd pleaser, if you will. And then we can get into other types of films, artistic films. And this one is a crime drama and a character study film. And there's room for all that. So, and because it's DC, there's so many different ways you can tap that, because in DC, there's multiverses. So it's not like you have to, you know, stick hold to a certain universe and a certain timeline. They can go each and everywhere. And then, and with that, just one little explanation is how there's multiverse. That just leaves open for creative, for creatives, for creative people to do what they want to do and not have to worry about cinematic shared universe. Now, of course, there's probably going to be one streamlined cinematic shared thing where one movie kind of sort of connects to the other, leading up to possibly Justice League movies. That's going to happen, sure. But other movies on the side, they could be origin stories, they could be spin-offs, you know, that kind of thing can happen in the DC Extended Universe or whatever Walter Hamada is planning. And I can't wait to see what that is. I can't wait to see what he actually has entailed. Hopefully, man, I would love for him to come out on stage and say, I am the chairman of DC Films, and I'm here to show you what we're going to do. You know, make a big deal out of it. You got, you know, I know it's Warner Brothers 2 hours, but they're probably going to give him like an hour, hour and a half, depending on what other Warner Brothers films are there. Because, you know, we got Godzilla. We need some time for Godzilla. But, you know, for the other stuff, you know, hour and a half and or hour and a half, you know, come out on stage. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're planning for DC Extended Universe. This is our family. We're putting all our chips into this, and we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work big time. And then we're going to, and finally at the end of the day, we're going to release a Snyder Cut. Oh, did I just say it? No. I don't know if they're going to do anything, announce the Snyder Cut. I don't know. I really don't. That'll be the dream come true for me. And I'll be doing a live show. So I'm going to watch it with you guys. I'm going to be looking at my Twitter feed and those live broadcast feeds if I can find them. And I'll be there with you guys to witness firsthand what's going to happen in those 2 hours. So I don't know if that's going to happen. But, you know, Zack Snyder keeps hinting. I mean, just this morning, right? Mercy. Well, we think it's Mercy because, well, we don't know it's Mercy. Someone tweeted, Vero posted that lady. I don't have it here, but it's Throwback Thursday, protecting Lex. And it shows that woman. I don't know if we actually see her in the actual film. We probably do, like far away. But she's that woman. She is got a gun, and it says protecting Lex, right? Throwback Thursday, protecting Lex. So from a camera he shot. So strong women. And then someone asked him, forgive me, I forgot which one said it, but asked him if Mercy's still alive, you know, and he says, you never know. So I don't know if that means that he had planned that wasn't Mercy, or there's multiple Mercies, or someone suggested, you know, he calls his personal bodyguards Mercy, all of them, and so that's just like a code name, like how the theory is like 007 is just a code name for all these other 007s being passed along, like M and Q, you know. So that's possibility. I wouldn't mind that. That means Mercy could show up later on. A Mercy, in any case, not who knows which is the Mercy. It's almost kind of like Doomsday, right? That's not Doomsday. That was a Doomsday. So that's or it could be in the other side of the room. He doesn't know it because he's not part of the overall plan anymore. So he doesn't know if that maybe they'll retcon that and bring out the real Mercy. That could be itself. But the way to explain it, like I would say, explain it is that maybe Lex just calls these different people Mercy Graves, because obviously, you know, that lady was Japanese. So, you know, but I don't know if someone could look it up. I don't know in the IMDb if her name was Mercy Graves or just Mercy. You know, it's just one word. But you know, who knows? We'll see what happens with that. But he's still teasing us, right? Why is he teasing us? And that's obviously from Justice League now. Now, my original theory was that he's going to show all the different characters getting ready, and obviously that didn't come true. But he did a Throwback Thursday to something in Justice League, and either he's just, you know, going through pictures and looking at all the good times, you know, when I shot this and shot that, or tinfoil hat on, and he actually does mean something. He actually is hinting at revealing something soon. I know a few more people who got to talk to the Ben Fritz, the reporter for the Wall Street Journal. They all say that he seems to be impartial and very interested in our movement of release the Snyder Cut. So I don't know. I'm going to think optimistically, and we have no choice really. You know, whatever comes, and it will be next week. So I tried asking them, did he specifically say when on the week of San Diego Comic-Con? And they said no, he didn't. Sorry, like I said, I got this nasal thing, and it's just bothering me when I try to talk. Like I sometimes feel I can't breathe. But they said he didn't say what was like a date or anything. And I just, all I remember him saying was the week of San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm going to be very nervous and nerve-wracking. I know. Why should I be? I should think positive. Yeah, sure. But, you know, I can't help it. You know, I'm going to be nervous next week, wondering each day what's going to happen, who's going to talk, what's everything's going to be revealed. And I just can't help it, you know. And I know Grace Randolph was a little bit pessimistic about, she didn't like that Wall Street Journal was doing an article. But, you know, she's kind of a, if you listen to her videos and stuff, she's kind of a pessimistic person anyway, until she sees something she likes. And that's fine, you know, that's her character. And, you know, everybody, there's always optimistic people, there's also pessimistic people, you know, there's all types. So I'm fine with that. I know she was really pessimistic about the Cheetah footage. I was optimistic about it. So, you know, that's fine, cool. You know, everybody has their own opinions, and you know, that's great. So, her being pessimistic doesn't mean that she knows something that could be bad. Obviously, this Wall Street Journal article, she doesn't know what he's writing. She's just looking out for the worst. So she's bracing for the worst. I'm hoping for the best. Also, I'm saying I'm more hoping for the best than bracing for the worst. So there's all different types of people, and we need both, really. I mean, if we're all like, oh, no, possible, you know, our hopes get too high. But it's always good to keep your hopes a little bit in check. But I'm more on the hopeful side. I see the water, you know, glass water. See, I'm going nuts, right? Half full, anyway. And that's just my character. And so I can't wait to see what's happening next week. But that doesn't mean I can't be a little bit nervous at the same time, right? So anyway, I'm almost here. I'm almost to my expo show in there, expo parking. Here we go. All right. Well, that's about it. We'll see if there's any more news, and there seems to be a lot of things to talk about. I just don't have time this week because of the show. But next week won't be crazy. Next week won't be crazy. I think the fandom is going to be really nerve-wracking. And if we get an article, whatever that article is, on the first, you know, the beginning of the week, that'd be kind of cool, just to ease us over on what to expect at San Diego Comic-Con or not regarding the Snyder Cut. And I think that'd be great. You know, get it over with. Get it over with. I said, like when you're getting a shot at the doctors, they're like, just poke it, Ray. Just poke it. That's how it is. And then, well, we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.